IFAF AI.
Yeah.
So one of the predictions I made is by the end of this year, 2025, you'll be able to go to ChatGPT and say, give me a script for a 60-minute podcast that is a digest about things that happened this past week in Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Right.
Do it in the style of Mike and Karley on IFAF. Be sure to include plenty of inappropriate jokes and words that need bleeped out.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And then by the end of 2026, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do that with video.
Probably.
Maybe even sooner.
Which is terrifying. I don't like it.
So it got me thinking, Karley, if somebody's going to be able to do that soon, let's beat them to the punch.
Right.
Let's do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we did the show last show.
Uh-huh.
AI interpreted it, rewrote it. We fed its output into our AI avatars. And what you're about to see is the very first, very rough IFAF AI. Let's just roll it and we'll stop it when we need to.
IFAF AI.
What you are about to see and hear is 100% AI generated based on our last episode and using our faces and voices. This is not real.
Welcome to IFAF AI, the completely AI-generated recap of this week's episode of IFAF. Off to a bad start, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll have to somehow be a middleman, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just let AI show itself.
Yeah. I kind of like that idea because it feels less, okay. You've heard of the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the idea that things that are very, very similar to human but not quite are very uncanny to us and freak us out as humans.
Yeah, when you watch this video, watch our faces, watch our lips. There's something unnatural about it.
Yeah,
still.
it's weird. It's weird.
But it's realistic enough where I almost wish we could go back a step and have like cartoon faces.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to is I like the idea of showing off that it's AI because I think that makes it less creepy, kind of like with dolls. The more hyper-realistic a doll looks, the creepier it is versus like the more cartoony a doll looks, the less creepy it is.
Great point. All right, let's keep going.
That and the more it looks like a clown.
That's right. We took our very real, very human podcast, fed it into the AI meat grinder, and out came this beautiful monstrosity.
That's right, Mike. Now you can relive all the ridiculousness, inappropriate jokes, and Idaho Falls nonsense in just 10 minutes instead of sitting through the whole episode like a chump. And if you don't like it, well, blame the robots.
So let's get into it. First up, Utah made history by becoming the first state to ban fluoride in drinking water because, science is scary and bad teeth are a personal choice.
Right, because nothing says freedom like voluntarily reverting back to 1800s dental hygiene. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a mess.
Are we that snarky?
I don't think we are.
Sarcastic?
No, I feel like we tend to be pretty balanced, Sometimes we'll go pretty hard, but I feel like generally when we do, it's because there's a good reason to.
Remember, we never said or thought what we're playing any of this, what we're playing back to you. And that's what's so weird, but it looks like us. And that's why it's heavily watermarked.
Yes. Yeah. Which is super smart, by the way.
So we're going to continue playing this for you. You're going to hear not only some facts that are just completely wrong.
Right.
Sort of like a game of telephone. There's some information degradation along the way. And you're going to hear a joke that falls completely flat. You're going to hear us chuck Rigby under the bus.
And a lot of mispronounced words.
Mispronounced words.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah. A very unfortunate mispronunciation of the last name Coons.
Yeah.
When we talk about Todd Coons, that's coming up.
We know it's pronounced Coons. Don't get mad at us, okay?
We're playing this for you raw.
Yeah. And can I also say, I hate how our mouths move. I think they're super weird. My avatar in particular looks like she holds her mouth like Jennifer Coolidge, Makes her look like she wants a hot dog real bad. But yeah, lots of weird stuff.
Let's play some more of this. Speaking of messes, we had yet another round of graffiti sightings in Idaho Falls, this time featuring an impressively long and detailed anatomical drawing. Classic teenage boy stuff.
Yep, always a teenage boy, every time. It's like a law of physics. The universe expands, gravity pulls things down, and teenage boys draw wieners on stuff.
In other local news, Facebook temporarily banned IFAF, accusing us of impersonation, which is wild because we don't even know who we'd be impersonating. The Idaho Falls Foot and Ankle Foundation?
Or the International Federation of American Football? Or, I don't know, Bigfoot? Either way, Facebook quickly realized their mistake and unbanned us, probably after realizing we're too insignificant to be a real threat.
But it wasn't just us. Local DJ The Idahoan also got banned, probably because he played 10 seconds of some EDM track, and Zuckerberg had a stroke.
Classic. Also classic, the good old Idaho Falls tradition of complaining about things. The big scandal this week, people trying to turn off the little red blinking lights on top of windmills.
Yeah, because nothing says safety like making giant spinning death traps completely invisible at night. But don't worry, there's a compromise. The lights will stay off unless a plane is nearby, which I'm sure won't backfire in any hilarious and catastrophic ways. Yikes.
Yeah.
That was, first of all, the writing was really good.
Some of it.
Again, not us.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like us, sounds like us, not us.
You know, I don't
Not
think...
our words, not our thoughts.
Yeah.
Not our attitude toward the thing.
No.
And we didn't present it as a scandal, but that's how AI interpreted it.
Yeah. It was weird. You know, and I don't think it sounds that much like me either. I feel like it drops my voice down a little.
Maybe we need to get you closer to the mic.
Maybe.
On the next avatar.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. I just felt like I sounded really weird and I looked really weird and it made me so uncomfy.
Here's more.
Now let's talk about some good news. Brolam's Grocery in Ammon St. Anthony and Driggs is finally opening on Sundays. That's right, the heathen agenda has won again.
Huge win for people who need last-minute shredded cheese for Sunday nachos. Sucks to be you, Rigby. Why does it suck to be you? It doesn't say.
Well, I'm assuming it's because that Brolam's isn't open on Sundays.
Right.
But yeah.
But it doesn't say.
Right.
It just throws that out. Hey, Rigby, just in general.
Yeah, you,
Sucks
Rigby.
Yeah. Why? What did we do?
Yeah, our avatars want to take a big old dump on Rigby.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, corporate America is still screwing us over. The country's biggest egg producer saw profits surge 718% during the so-called egg shortage.
So, yeah, there wasn't a real shortage. Just rich people getting richer while you paid $8 for a dozen eggs like an idiot.
But the people are fighting back. More and more folks are raising their own chickens, which means the big egg overlords are losing their grip.
Speaking of things getting out of hand, we had an unpleasant treat time this week. We tried 2 green pickle-flavored things, pickle cotton candy and a Warhead's extreme sour pickle.
The cotton candy tasted like pickles and plastic. The pickle tasted like Satan's regret.
It was an actual crime against food. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
And finally, Local News 8 has found their replacement for Todd Kuntz. Welcome back, Doug Long. You know, it's been a while since we had a Long in Idaho Falls.
You're ridiculous. But yeah, he was here in the 90s, left, and now he's back. Okay. Again, referencing a joke we made.
Right.
But not explaining it.
Uh-huh.
And I guess we're just going to have to live with that. Sorry about the pronunciation, Tom. Sorry about that.
Well, you know, it gives me a little hope that at least we'll get to do the fun jobs for a little bit longer.
Uh-huh. Let's watch the rest of this. So, congrats, Doug. Hope you survived the curse of Idaho Falls media.
And with that, we wrap up another AI-generated recap of IFAF. If you liked it, subscribe to the Real IFAF podcast, where you can hear the actual episode with all the dumb stuff we cut out.
And don't forget, this was all AI generated. If you feel weird about that, well, too bad. The future is now.
Until next time,
stay fresh, cheese bags.
Toodle-oo, my dudes.
Okay. Toodle-oo, my dudes.
I know. So robotic. And you know, after we did this, I definitely have become more hyper aware of it. I actually was scrolling through Facebook Reels today and I came across one that I'm positive was an avatar. Mm-hmm. It was weird to see and it freaked me out a little. I don't know. It's sort of upsetting Because the thing is, the more that we give these jobs over to the robots, the less we get to do them. And these are the fun, cool jobs. Like, I thought the robots were going to, like, do our dishes and scoop our kitty litter, you know? Like, I don't want to deal with that shit. I want to do this shit.
So how often will we have an episode of IFAF AI? Ideally, a couple days after the real episode.
Right.
But that's going to add to our workload. And with the
We'll see.
summer home selling, home buying season coming, I'm no promises.
Yeah, we gonna be busy.
Maybe we could do something fun for our next episode will be the day before April Fools.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I like that.
Wonder what we can do there.